looking for a quiet, productive, unique and relaxing location at the coast, Consolata Guest House has got it all for you. We are located in Likoni at the south coast. We have elegant, spacious and comfortable rooms at different packages for single and group occupancy at a pocket-friendly rates. We have excellent internet connection and spacious grounds for special events such as weddings and shooting. We provide fresh, delicious and healthy meals to cater for your health needs. In addition, we have a chapel to nourish you spiritually. For more information, booking and reservations, call us on 0768 117 280 or 0737 958 120. Email us at consolataguesthousemombasa@gmail.com.
So good afternoon, my dear brothers and sisters, and welcome again to this program. We always discuss philosophical issues using the examples of life. And last time we were talking about the different types of love. And today I'm beginning with some of the questions that were asked by us last time. I'm Reverend Father James Wangai Kafata. I'm a professor, I'm a lecturer of philosophy at Consolata and other places. And I'm happy to be with you. When we are talking about the 4 types of love, there were some questions I couldn't handle, and I think today I can mention some of those questions. Of course, they are not very easy questions. There was a question from Kisa Friend who asked whether animals are able to express love, whether animals are able to respond to love. And he said that, you can see it kwa mtandao, he said that sometimes when you enter the house, the dog is wagging the tail. The dog is trying to welcome the owner. Or when you shout to a cat or a dog, it runs away and comes even trembling. Well, neuroscience, most of the neuroscientists says that animals have that capability of expressing and feeling the emotions of love. But we are not able to answer this question correctly because we are not able to talk to the animals. But we know very well that those animals that love their owners very much, sometimes they express even that emotion of loss. If there was a woman who had a very nice dog and always played with the dog, walked with the dog, stayed with the dog, if this woman dies, you realize that even during the time of mourning, the dog takes time also. It can be very emotional in that time. Some dogs even refuse to eat. So I don't know, there is something about animals that is very particular. And maybe when we say that, philosophically we always say that the main distinction of the human person is rationality, is the possibility of reasoning, according to one of the old philosophers called Boethius. Boethius saying that a human person is an individual substance of a rational nature. It's an individual substance of a rational nature. And philosophically, what is a substance? A substance is something that exists in 2 forms. It has matter and it has form. Matter is the body that you see. That is what we call hule or haile in Greek, matter. But then there is also the morphe. That is the form, that is the mind, the possibility to reason. So a human person is made of matter and form. A theory that the philosopher called Aristotle called hylomorphism. That is the theory of matter and form. Everything, whether it's an animal, whether it's a cow, whether it's a goat, whether it's a human person, even this pen has matter and form. And what is the matter of this pen is what you can see here and touch. But what makes the pen a pen is the form, and that is what is important for philosophers. And what is it? Is the penniness. That penniness, it has the ability to write. That is what makes the pen write. So an animal with that possibility of matter and form, it's able to experience, as Mokisa was asking, strong emotions of love and lack of love. The other distinction is that the animal cannot communicate. It cannot tell you things. So you can also add that even if Boethius said a human person is an individual substance of a rational nature, the other distinction that makes a human person more distinguished and different from other animals is it's nothing else. It is the language, the power to express your emotions, the power to express your love, the power to express your hatred. And this is the communication, and that is the possibility of expressing yourself. So language is a distinction, is a distinguishing factor of who is a human person. And in the language, you realize the human language has many functions. One of them is the descriptive function, being able to describe what is going on. The other one is expressive function, which is very important because in the expressive person function of the language, the human person is able to express his emotions. He's able to express his anger, he's able to express his fears, his disappointment. And therefore, that is the question of Mukisha. It is not well maybe answered, but it is something that can be discussed. Then Maxwell, Ikuto asked, what do you talk of those people who have an obsessive love for their own businesses or for their bank accounts? There are people who can be crying, and then when they hear a message from the phone and they hear that the salary has entered into the bank, their emotions change immediately. Even if they are in the church, they start dancing, although they were not dancing before. They have kind of obsession with their bank accounts. Or academics, studies upon studies. Well, the one is obsession. There's something we call OLD. OLD is obsessive love disorder. It can be a love disorder that you are so much obsessed with a particular thing, your vehicles. I know of a story, and this is a real story, where a child was playing with the car of the dad. The child took a piece of chalk and was writing in the car. And the dad was very bad and almost broke the child's little hands. But when they were in the hospital, the father checked in the car, checked on the car, and they realized the child had been trying to, the young boy has been trying to write the word, "Daddy, I love you." And he almost killed the boy because he had a kind of obsession with the car, the machine. How much am I going to spend painting it? That is an obsessive love disorder. It also happens among the people. You love someone who has this sickness. It's a sickness, very obsessive. You can't greet, even if this person is always against the friends, the relatives, the cousins. If it's a young man, does not want to see the girlfriend even talking to the cousins. Anytime you make a call, they are like trying to check, what are you talking about? They check your messages. They check, they track, because they have a disorder that need to be treated actually, and they don't know. That is obsessive love disorder. Now, this love disorder can be, I'm now telling Maxwell, can be to your business. These are the people who will not go for mass because they have to be in the business. These are the people who close very late, and they have to be the last to leave the business. Or the bank account. Some people don't eat, but they have the money in the account. Provided it is there in the account, they are happy. It could be a disorder that needs to be treated. The last question was from Lucy, who asked whether it is possible that, because I discussed the 7 types of love, if people begin with eros, that is erotic love, or ludus, which is playful love, Lucy is asking, can these types of love, which seems negative, turn into pragma, that is good love? You know, pragmatic love is long-standing love. And this is a good question, I think, because all these things we discussed, they don't always follow the way you want. It is possible. Ludus love is where you meet in the bar. You meet also in the social place. You meet in social gatherings. You meet unknowingly, but you exchange contacts and then you continue communicating. So then the next time, because maybe you met in a place that you both frequent, you still meet in the same place. I know maybe it's a place where people play tennis, or is a place where people play golf, or is in the school halls or something. You meet again, then you continue knowing each other. Then you meet again, then you continue knowing each other. So there's a possibility that this Lundus love, which is playful love, can turn until these people marry because they have known each other. The worst thing is if they marry without knowing each other. Because the moment they marry, then they can't go to the clubs together. Then things start changing. Because maybe, as I said last year, during the marriage, the girls, the ladies, are expecting that the men will change. So they marry a man that they know he has this problem or that problem, but probably after marriage, he will change. Well, unfortunately, men don't change. They remain the same. And sometimes the young man is marrying the lady, expecting that she'll never change, you know. Then disappointing after they marry, each person can change. They change their attitudes. They change. There's a friend of mine who said the other day, he bumped into the report form of the wife when the wife was in high school. And he said, you know, Father, it is written, very kind and gentle lady. And then now he doesn't see these qualities. So he thinks the handmaster was bribed to write this report. No, people change because of experience. You remember when I talked about Rousseau, the philosopher Rousseau, in his philosophy of education theory, he said people are generally good, but they are made bad by the society. So even that lady was generally very good and humble and quiet. But even the husband has to ask himself, what happened? Am I a contributor of this? So those were the questions. Today, the topic, as you saw, is understanding Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We may not finish it. Abraham Maslow was an American psychologist. He talked of the stages of needs. What is it that motivates what you do? What is it that makes you wake up in the morning? There must be some motivation. There must be something particular that motivates you. What does he say? Abraham Maslow, a psychologist, an American psychologist, says human beings are motivated by what he called a hierarchy of needs. You know, a hierarchy. We talk of the Catholic hierarchy. A hierarchy is where there is the one on the top, second, third, fourth. We are very clear in the Catholic Church. In our hierarchy, we have the Pope, we have the bishops, we have the priests, and then we have the way it goes. It's a hierarchy. So people have a hierarchy of needs. And the needs are organized in a hierarchy with prepotency, whereby more basic needs must be more or less met before you go to the next level. You don't begin with the high needs when you have lower needs. You'll see how it goes. So the order of needs, as also the question that was coming from Lucy, is in the order of needs, it must not be necessarily the way I'm going to analyze it. It can be flexible. In psychology, in philosophy, things to do with the mind, they are not determinable. Sometimes A is equal to B is equal to C, but some people can come A up to C, then back to B, and then A. So there is nothing like on Monday I'm annoyed at this hour, and then this hour will be okay. No. The human person is a very dynamic person. So most behavior is multi-motivated. That is simultaneously determined by more than one basic need. Now, these needs, you have to know that according to Abraham Maslow, they are naturally assisting you to understand yourself. The first type of needs in the lower level of the pyramid, he called them the physiological needs. These are the physical needs mostly. These are the biological requirements for human survival. Every human person needs air. You lack air, then you are dead. Every human person needs food. You lack food for so many days, things are not going to be good. Every human person has something else. He needs shelter, a place to shelter himself or herself. and that is important. Every human person must have clothing, warmth, sleep. These are basic needs. If these needs are not satisfied, the human person or the body cannot function in a normal way. So Maslow considered physiological needs to be the most important, as all the other needs become secondary. You need this first. Now, when we talk of clothing, for example, I know people in Kenya, especially some of our members of parliament and great lawyers, who have the suits of 400,000. That is what they wear. They are okay, they are wearing, but it's not so much important because somebody else buy a mutumba short or trouser of 150 and a shirt of 200, and they are still walking in the street. They are okay. Everybody is okay, provided have clothes. About the food, some people have 3-course meal. You know, they begin with the first plate, second plate, third plate, fourth plate. When they go to sleep, they are all satisfied. Others, they just have some sweet potatoes with tea, and they are okay. And it doesn't matter those levels, but physiological needs must be satisfied before you go to the other types of needs. That is the lower level. The second level is called the safety needs. So once an individual physiological needs are satisfied, the needs for security and safety becomes salient. They become important. So people want to experience order, predictability. They want to control their lives. These needs must be fulfilled. And that's why people need a family, where you are part and parcel of the family or a society. And people are very happy saying, I'm a part of this society. Or people are very happy when they say, I'm a member of this family. For this, you need also police. You need schools, you need business, you need medical care, you need hospitals. So, for example, emotional security is important. Financial security is important, and the financial security comes with the need of employment, social welfare, NHIF, NSSF, and there is also need for law and order in the safety needs level, the level number 2. You want to be assured that I can go to town. When I park, I'll find my car there. You need to know that I can cycle to town. If I'm on the side, nobody will come and kick me with his motorbike. You need that law and order that when it's red light, I stop. I allow those who have the green light to pass. I hope it happens in Nairobi nowadays. It doesn't sometimes. Then people need social stability. Then people need property. They need health. They need well-being. They need safety against accidents. That's why many people have insurances. Many people have bodyguards. Many people have paid a lot for this. That is the safety needs. The more you get money, the more you need this. The more you become even obsessive to a point that now you are surrounded by 10, 15 bodyguards. That's an exaggeration because at last you don't live your life. You are living somebody else's life. Probably nobody wants to kill you. But that, as you are growing in the land of life and money, you begin convincing yourself that I need a lot of security. And that is the problem. The more you get rich, the more you want more money in order to feel more secure, to have big worlds, to have big companies protecting you, so you don't sleep still, just like the poor man don't sleep. Or sometimes the poor people sleep better than the rich people. Number 3 is love and belongingness. This is a need to be loved, to belong. After physiological and safety needs, when these physiological needs are satisfied, when these safety needs are satisfied, the third level of the human need is social, and it involves feelings of belongingness. Where do you belong? The need for interpersonal relationships motivates behavior. So you want to belong to a part of the society, and that is why people now pay to be members of golf club. They pay to join chama. They feel we are part and parcel of this bank. Even now, Capuchin TV has its own friends. they feel part and parcel of this. So examples include intimacy. People need intimacy. People need some trust. People need some acceptance. People need to be receiving and giving affection and love. People need to be affiliated to a certain group. People need to feel being part of a group, family, friends, and work. Don't be cheated. Everybody loves to be loved. Everybody wants to belong. And everybody wants to be associated. And that is why sometimes the higher you go in the ladder of life, the more people become your relatives, you know. When you don't have anything, you have very, very, very few relatives. Oh, the more you become, you know, yeah, I know that person. That journalist is my relative. That politician is my relative. Until you wonder how many uncles does this person has. But because people want to belong and to be associated with this person. Number 4 is esteem needs. This is the 4th level in Maslow's hierarchy, which it is the esteem. You want to have dignity. You want to be respected. You want to master. You want to be independent. There is that desire for reputation or respect from others. It is the need of status and prestige. This is the need that affects so many politicians. That's why you see people with good money, they are members of parliament. They have seen probably as a member of parliament, I'm only recognized in only this constituency. But the senator is recognized all over. So they are going to drop the MP to become senator. Some will fail badly, I know, and they will lose everything. But they will be happy because after that they will call themselves senators or Senator mwenye aliangushwa, which is also okay because in every funeral you'll be recognized. In every church you'll be told to greet the people. You go to school, the children are told that they need to be greeted by you. They don't want to be greeted by you, but you're actually the one who is healing. You want to greet them. You want to be part and parcel of them. And therefore, that's why you see many politicians in Kenya moving around with the fake checks just because they need to be recognized. It's better you realize after 1 week that the check was fake, but already they greeted people and they were happy. That is esteem needs, the need to be esteemed, the needs to be honorable, the need to be mheshimiwa. The last type, which is important for all of us, is the self-actualization. This is the highest level in Maslow's pyramid. It talks about self-realization, getting your personal potentials fulfilled, knowing that this is the highest level I wanted to reach. You are an actualized person, that the desire that I have really accomplished something in my life. Does it follow the way I've said? I don't know. Some people can actualize themselves at the age of 40. Others will feel self-actualized at the age of 60. Others will never be actualized. They will still be in the land level, feeling of belonging, or the fourth, feeling of a need for esteem. And that is why you see there are people who, the more they are rich, the more they are looking for more money, because they think when they get a lot of money, they will be actualized. But self-actualization actually is something that comes from the heart. To see, I've done my best. Like St. Paul said, I've run the race, I've finished, I have done all that I was supposed to do. You know, sometimes even I see, I'm a doctor, some people get PhD on one side, then get second PhD on another level, learned PhD, fourth PhD. You are a doctor 4 times, but are you self-actualized? There are good teachers in primary school who are very happy, teaching biology, the pollen grain, and they are happy. Let's conclude by saying that in all these needs, we need number 1, we need number 2, we need number 3, we need belongingness, we need esteem, we need actualization. But let us not suffer a lot for any of these, for life is just like a wheel. Today you feel actualized, the following you feel inadequate, the following day you need more. Until next time, may God bless you all. Thank you.
Are you looking for a quiet, productive, unique and relaxing location at the coast? Consolata Guest House has got it all for you. We are located in Likoni at the south coast. We have elegant, spacious and comfortable rooms at different packages for single and group occupancy at a pocket-friendly rates. We have excellent internet connection and spacious grounds for special events such as weddings and shooting. We provide fresh, delicious and healthy meals to cater for your health needs. In addition, we have a chapel to nourish you spiritually. For more information, booking and reservations, call us on 0768 117 280 or 0737 958 120. Email us at consolataguesthousemombasa@gmail.com.